kind of a sky view. I'm doing this just so you can see how narrow this trail is, and don't know if this is actually going to work.
In the middle of the day, you turn to me and say, come on, let's get away. Skip this town for a day. Get behind the wheel and drive. We don't care about the time with you by my side. I don't need to hide. I feel alive. You bring me coffee in the morning.
Standing on the rim in Bryce Canyon. Say hi, Michelle.
Hi. Trying to manage my phone without. You guys do that?
Walking the Navajo Trail down into Bryce. I don't know if they call it canyon or bowl or Wall Street. Currently, well, we're just going to go look in the gate, or at least I am. You can see down in there.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
So this is the Wall Street section. It is closed off right now because of the snow and rain, and it's still creating the formations they said. So they wanted to keep it closed off when this kind of weather happens because, well, that's how it's created, through the weather and erosion. And we're just going to get a little view here. They have a gate sighting so you can see down into Wall Street. So here is looking down into Wall Street. Now, I'm not exactly sure why it's called Wall Street. There's also a Wall Street in Zion National Park as well. We're in the process of traversing down into the bowl now. Little stop off at 2 bridges.
RVLoveshack.
You know, it's just amazing. Like, we were just over at Zion, and then we crossed over into Bryce, and guys, man, it is spectacular. You gotta come see this place. Right now what we're doing is we're just out on a little drive to see Kodachrome, and we're in the state park right now. It's amazing, like just the vast variety of stuff, and it's just everywhere you look it's just something different, you know. And there's those what are those things?
Hoodoos, I think.
Hoodoos,
Yeah.
okay, hoodoos or whatever, hoodoos, whatever they're called. You know, those things that stick up. They're in the caves. There's stalagmites and
Stalactites.
stalactites or something like that.
Wow, look at that. It looks like people. Like
But
a statue.
what was that?
Looks like a statue there of people. So cool.
It's just like everywhere you look, it's something going on. Oh, okay, this is,
Lincoln Park right here, I guess.
I think so. We're gonna look at taking a walk on one of the little trails here. We gotta find a spot. We just passed a parking spot.
Looks like they have a small campground.
Yeah, looks like all full hookups. Every turn is some amazing rock, some amazing, what'd you call it, hoodoo? Voodoo?
Hoodoos.
Hoodoos. All right, we are heading on, what's this called?
Angel Palace Trail.
Angel Palace Trail. We're gonna take a little walk, get Jack out, do his walk here, get some of this energy out of him. See if he kills us.
Drags us off the side of the cliff.
Just so you know, it is a little bit warmer. You can. That's not me panting, by the way. That's Jack.
At least
know.
not yet.
I will be soon. Woke up not really feeling the greatest today, so just gonna take it slow. I don't know if it's the altitude or what it is. You know, one of the things I do have to say about this area around in here, if you're worried about hiking, don't. You can see so much just from your car or your RV or whatever you're in. So, you know, don't think that, oh, I wish I could see these, but I'm just not, you know, able to do it. I can't hike. Don't worry. There is so much to see from your car. It's amazing. Here, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the canyon we're going up right now. This is our walk now. Jack is our fearless leader. Is this mud or what? For these red mountains, and then they've got all these hoodoos. I was told they're called. Like I said, everywhere you look, it's a different formation. It's just insane. You see, it's like this. It's like mud or something. I don't know. I don't understand how it's not washing away in every rain. All right, Jack, where are we going here? Either way, no, I'm not going under that. How we doing back there, Michelle? Look around.
Hi.
Ooh, this one's getting a little steeper all of a sudden. Okay. Came up a little bit of an elevation. Yeah, maybe that is me panting also. But it's pretty insane, man. Seriously. I'm just gonna try and give you a little elevation circle here. Let's see how this works out. So, it's just kind of giving a 360 degree of what it is that we are looking at and hiking through. And back to where we started. And there we go. Jack sees mommy and he wants after her.
We're at the beginning of the hike.
All right, oh, Jack's after mommy now. We got two hikers ahead of us, so we're just gonna take our time.
Jack.
Water break.
That's one pro tip. Bring lots of water for everybody.
Including the captain. What's your thoughts of?
Beautiful. I like how they have the white with little pink on that one side and then still the red cliffs and little hoodoos here and there. It's kind of nice, huh?
Yeah, it was nice that they came out here and kind of did the paint that they did. You know?
Yeah, I like that.
Made it a little easier for the artists, you know. The artist doesn't
Yeah.
have to do any imagination. They just come out here and paint what they see. Michelle's leading the way. We'll see how she does here on this slick part here. Jack wants to go get her and save her. Oh, we're going to the hands. She's becoming quite the adventurous. I'm proud of her. She's really been pushing herself. You can see she's a little nervous being up there. Even though it's a big platform, you can tell she's scared of heights, and you can see that it actually is making her nervous. But she's really been being adventurous and doing it all on her own. Again, Michelle being amazing and adventurous. She's pushing herself as she walks across. It's about 18 inches wide. And she just went out there on her own, and she's gonna step up. Look at her. After this, we're gonna do one of those challenging adventure races. Look at that, way to go. Go ahead and go up to the next step if you don't mind, and then I'll come across and I'll let Jack lead the way, see how he does. Ah, amazing. Who says French bulldogs can't be adventurous? Oh, he slipped down.
Come on, buddy, you can do it.
Come on, can you do it?
Come on.
Can you do it?
Yay!
He's gonna help you.
Yay!
Come on, Jack. Up.
Good job.
Oh, it's only about 6 inches wide right there.
What a good boy.
Up here, Jack. Come on, see mommy. Come on.
Jack, come on, buddy. Come on.
Come on,
Oh.
you dog.
Yay.
Once again, it's been just a short little walk. It hasn't been much of a walk in any way, but check it out. I mean, you guys, I'm telling you, you have to come see the whole Bryce area. And as I said, I'm saying in the Bryce area, we're actually in Kodachrome. This is a state park, maybe 20-minute drive from the Bryce entrance. So when you're at Bryce, just understand that there is like a ton of other like state parks and national parks and all kinds of different things. So, you know, Bryce itself will probably, I mean, if you went on every single hike, it may take you a little longer, but if you just go for a couple of days just to drive through the park and then maybe one to walk through it, you're just gonna see just absolutely incredible stuff. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But then if you know, you could spend another week just going, or probably more than that. I mean, what am I saying, a week? Just going from place to place to place to place, just all these little spots outside of the park, you know, and I'm just kind of trying to turn around so you can see, you know, what's out here and just kind of give you a shot at what we're looking at right now. We're standing up on this peak. There's where we came down from. There's more of those hoodoos, voodoos, doo-doos, whatever they are. Down here you can see the campground. This is the state park campground, Kodachrome. So check it out. I think that's the canyon we just walked up. Don't jump! It's not worth it!
I'm more like trying to figure out which is the path down.
You don't want to go the way you came up?
Nope.
Nope. Where are you thinking is the path?
Well, it kind of looks like it could be this.
Oh yeah, there's the arrow that says...
Here's this one over here.
She's looking for the one that's got the least height fear factor to it.
Well,
Oh, definitely not the way I would go.
okay. All right.
I mean,
I'll let you lead the way.
Jack's like, come on guys, I'll lead the way. Oh, careful, babes.
I'm doing okay. Slow
Just-
moving.
Watch your step.
Yeah, this part looks a little bit slippery.
Mountain mama. There you go. Keep the side step like you're doing right there. Just nice, gentle steps.
How did I let you talk me into this?
I didn't talk you into
Yes,
it.
you did. They said it was an easy hike. Apparently, we got off the trailhead and decided to do the mountain section.
Oh, Jack is, that ooh was me because Jack said, I'm going to the shade. I don't know who you're talking to, but I'm going to the shade, man. I got a break. Michelle is just above and beyond herself, conquering all kinds of fears. That trail she's on right there is about 4 feet wide.
Wider than I thought.
She said, oh, it's a little wider than I thought. I think she was thinking it was like 2 feet wide, but oh, we got the birds flying around. She's up here at the edge with them. Kind of a sky view. I'm doing this just so you can see how narrow this trail is, and don't know if this is actually going to work. Pretty awesome. Pretty cool. I'm telling you guys, come out here. Bryce Canyon, Kodachrome. One more shot out. Down there's the visitor center. Oh, I see Captain Jack's making friends. Kind of give you an idea of the trail we're walking on. I'm gonna let you walk back with us here. Whoop, no, don't fall. Whoop, whoop, don't fall. Come on guys, stay with me. So, hey Jack, tell me something. So they say in All's Trail that this is an easy trail. What do you say? Huh? Yeah, I think they're kind of full of it. What about you, Mommy? What do you think?
I think Utah's idea of easy is a lot different than a lot of other places. So, yeah, it's a little bit harder. We found this out when we did the Bryce Loop too the other day. It was easy to moderate, but it was pretty hard with elevation. This time it was more confusing than anything, I think. It wasn't well marked, so I definitely wouldn't bring little kids on this one. And maybe the dogs.
And the other thing is that with this one, it's not that it was super like elevation and stuff like that, but what there is a lot of giant steps. There's a lot of where
loose shales.
loose shale, but then, you know, to step up to the next step, it's maybe 2.5 feet to the next step up. So that's the thing that's making it a little bit tough. Plus, it's gotten a little excessively hot right now. We've been up here for a week now, and it's been 27 at night. It's been relatively cool during the day, but as you can see, Jack's saying, "Cool my rear." He's like, "Where's my pool, Daddy? I need my pool." And action. Must be action. The wind's blowing.
I know. Exactly. Action. Anyway.
God, you're all set, please. Pipe it down.
So, welcome to Couples Corner in the wind.
So, what's the horseman we're going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about stonewalling today. So that's
Who's the stonewaller between us?
I would say you are.
She's right. I mean, 85% of the time it's us men that stonewall.
Stonewalling, in case you don't know what it is when somebody shuts down, and they usually, sit like this, or they look away, or they just ignore you, and typically the other person keeps talking. Me. So anyway, that's just a communication pattern that a lot of us get into, particularly when we're flooded and frustrated. And so that's just how stonewalling particularly occurs, I guess, right?
Yeah. And I mean, don't get me wrong, you women do it sometimes as well. It's just that about 85% of the time it's us men that do it. And it's actually a physiological change that's happening in the body. We can actually put a pulsometer on your finger and we can see when these things are happening in the office. Both flooding and stonewalling happen, and we go into that shutdown mode, or we either go into the shutdown mode, or in flooding we'll actually start arguing and fighting. So in that stonewalling phase, it's interesting because in the labs, when they ask people what's going on here, what's happening with you right there, guys pretty much always say the same thing. It's like, I'm just not going to say anything. Anything I say is just going to make her, make it worse. So I'm just not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. The game will be on in a few minutes. She'll have to go away. I'm just not going to say anything. And then when you ask the women, what's going on there?
And we say, he's making it worse. He doesn't care what I have to say. He's not listening to me. I'm super frustrated. And so everything that he was hoping to do is like counterproductive to what I really wanted him to do.
So the idea is, when we go into that stonewalling phase, okay, we're leaving our frontal cortex and we're shutting down. When we go into that phase, the only thing that we can really do in this situation is to take a break. We need to move out of that, which we have to calm down. It takes about 20 minutes for us to actually get completely back into that frontal cortex, get out of that mode, get all the cortisol and adrenaline out of our blood system, and get back into where we can have that conversation. So in those situations, and quite often, stonewalling is typically, not always, but typically follows criticism. If your spouse is stonewalling, my question would be, are you using criticism in your form of communication when you're talking to them? And that's why we want, the four horsemen, we use these four patterns in our communication. We kind of tear each other down with them. And the idea is to use the antidotes to them, to use the antidotes to try to alleviate these from our conversation and to be able to move on. So
the antidote to stonewalling, as Shane said, is to take that break. Well, I think that covers stonewalling for today. And unless there's anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay.
Nope, I'm going to stonewall right now. I'm shutting down for this video. So we will hopefully see you guys out on the road. If you see us out there, hey, don't hesitate. honk or stop by and say hi if you see us in a campsite or a boondocking area. I know we're in Utah right now at a beautiful boondocking area. Of course, there's only one other camper, and we've already met them and enjoyed talking with them. So, see you on the road.
Thanks for watching, and subscribe and give us a like if you like this video. Thank you so much.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button and tell all your friends.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
When we go to bed at night, we won't turn out the light until we